Hey everyone, welcome back to the Not Just Politics podcast. The following is a conversation with Brody Porter, my childhood best friend. We sat down in the studio to reminisce over a decade of friendship at this point. It was a lot of fun. I am grateful for him and his time. I hope you enjoy the episode.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. We have made it.
Yes.
Brody Porter's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
My oldest friend. How long? Longer than 10 years.
Yeah.
Second grade?
Yeah, I mean, we knew of each other since like kindergarten, but
Yeah, we weren't really friends until second grade.
yeah.
Which means that's a long time ago. When was second grade? Was that 2000? I think it was 2008.
You can't ask me to do that kind of math.
I think
after,
it was 2008. That's true. Yeah. It was 2008.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a long time. That's
Wild.
13 years. Wow.
It has been.
Yeah, oldest friend. Hold on. No. I just wanted to get a soundboard thing. I don't know. I just wanted to see. I always forget what they are. But yeah, that's cool. He's finally on the show.
I am. I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw
Yeah.
you made a show, which is
I did make a show.
It's really cool.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll be back on again.
Oh,
Yeah.
obviously.
But this is going to be cool. We don't know what we're going to talk about either. We have no idea.
Whatever.
Yeah, I
Whatever
guess.
comes up.
What is? Okay, wait. I have to open with this one again. We've agreed. We're not dropping any names. We're not dropping for multiple reasons. All of these stories, these people are all going to remain anonymous for a reason. But do you remember in 8th grade, there was a girl in our class who took her bag of chips at lunch? Do you remember this one?
Yes.
Okay, wait. I don't know why I'm opening with this one. It's just the one that I always remember wanting to tell on the show just because it's so fucking funny. This person was dead serious. Took her bag of chips at lunch and just started breaking them up, right?
Yeah.
Like with her
just like
hand.
in her hands, just like
crushing them. And when we asked her why, she said,
so that I can have more chips. Peak math right there, ladies and gentlemen.
And we all just did we all start dying laughing after she said that, or
did.
were we all just like, what the fuck?
Like
Maybe
one
mix
of
both?
one of either of those. Yeah,
Dude, if someone said that to me today, I wouldn't be able to contain my laughter. I don't remember if we all laughed or not, but we should have started laughing.
We definitely
hysterically. That was one of the greatest stories. This person also thought that Hitler won World War II.
Yeah, our teacher was like, "Wait, who do you think?" And she was like, "I thought Germany won." We were all just like,
we
you and I specifically, we were just like, the audacity.
Yeah, because like we were like kind of history buffs back then. Still kind of
we were like the history.
We
buffs.
we were like the history buffs back then, and I think we still kind of are a little bit, but not to the extent we were back then. Like we really
gosh,
like,
no.
and I still love history. But we loved history, so we were like, dog, how do you not know? Oh my god, that one.
That one does.
That's so
get me
crazy.
every time.
You know what else we used to do? Well, because we hung out every weekend.
Oh yeah.
We hung out every weekend from 3rd grade to 8th grade. Probably
Essentially.
every weekend. And then during high school, it was a little more sporadic. It was like whenever,
Yeah.
because we went to different high schools, and now we're going to different colleges. But like, we hang out all the time, and I just remember we'd be up late, just dying laughing to like the bad lip reading videos on
Yes.
YouTube.
Oh
like
my
we
God.
watch those all the
Or
time.
like the
That's-
Mad Lib madness.
Oh my god, yeah, those
Yes.
ones too. We were just dying laughing to those videos like so many times. Just for years we did that.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
was like what we did. And like
Just
oh my
stupid-
gosh. Just
stupid
stupid
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
We just did dumb stuff. Your cousin one time microwaved a Dorito.
Yes, that
nearly
was,
burnt your parents' house
Yeah,
down.
I had a bunch of friends over. He was just in the area at the time. He's like 3 to 5 years younger than me. I don't ever
He was
quite
probably,
remember.
He was probably like he was like 11 or 12 at the time.
Maybe a little younger than that.
A little younger.
But I don't know what possessed him to think that microwaving a Cool
Cool
Ranch
Ranch
Dorito for like 2 minutes was a good idea. I don't know.
And it was like flaming in the microwave. We were like, oh my God, take it out.
My mom just opened the door up and it was just like
The smoke just like flowed out into the room.
Oh.
Yeah, oh my God, we had so many memories. So many.
You remember the time I came over, it was like around Christmas time, you thought it was a good idea to make the Buddy the Elf
Oh
pasta.
my God.
Yes.
From the movie, I mean, people probably know what this is. From the movie The Elf, and he makes the crazy pasta with like Pop-Tarts
and the hot
M&Ms
fudge syrup and the marshmallows and everything. Now see, and the syrup, you have to remember the maple syrup. That's like the biggest part. And I mean, I was a little bit more sensible. No offense. I kind of thought like, I was like, I don't want to go overboard. I put like a little bit of the maple syrup on, just like a few other toppings. You went ham. You went ham with it.
I went movie accurate. Movie accurate with it. Wait, hold on a second. I'm just paranoid that I can't see me in frame. Give me a second.
Okay.
No, I'm in frame. Okay, we're good. We're okay.
Paranoid for no reason.
I forget how wide the camera lens is. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, but so listen. So I took that. What year was this? How old were we?
Probably like 6th grade.
We were like maybe 6th or 7th grade.
6th or 7th grade.
Too old to be doing this, probably. But I went movie accurate and I loaded those up. And I have a sweet tooth. Like I just love sugary stuff. I do. And I've never taken a bite of something and had it been so sweet that I almost actually like threw up from just
I
taking
remember
a bite.
you like went to the bathroom.
I ran to the bathroom and I was like, see, I can't do this. And then we just made like ice cream sundaes or whatever with all this stuff. But man, that was, we did that.
Here's all I'm going to say though. Weird food opinion. Just the maple syrup on the plain spaghetti, cooked spaghetti.
Is actually good.
It was not that bad. It was not that bad.
So maybe he's sort of onto something a little bit in that movie.
Just like a little bit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. What else have we done? We had so much crazy stuff.
So much, yeah.
I know. Didn't we go? We went to Gettysburg in 8th grade for that trip, and didn't that food like sucked?
It was like
At that, like,
7th or 8th.
Did we go to like a
One of them was Gettysburg. One of them was at like nature camp.
What was it called? We had a classmate. We can't drop names.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But he was the fastest one, and you'll know who I'm talking about. He was the fastest kid. This kid, like, genuinely. I ran him in high school. He played soccer for whatever. I think he went to, like, North Catholic, I think, and played soccer.
Maybe, yeah.
But we were just, like, fucking around. And I think I threw, like, a branch of a tree at him and hit him, like, directly in the back, like, as he was running away. And I thought I heard him. I was like, oh, you know that moment when you're a kid and you're messing with your friends, and then you, like, think you accidentally hurt someone.
You do something and it's like,
yeah, and then it's like, I didn't think about the consequences of this when I did it. And he was fine. That trip was fun. I forget what it was called though. Newfoundland.
Some with an L. Newfoundland. That's in Canada. Lutherland.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think
that trip was also
Newfoundland
cool.
is in Canada.
That's also a breed of dog. Yeah, it's both. But that trip was fun.
Lutherland, it was fun. Yeah,
that was a cool trip. We got to do the Gettysburg trip was cool, but that was a 1-day thing.
It was it was a day trip.
And we went to like a Golden Corral for dinner, and
it was like a buffet style, but it was like local to the area. And
it was like one of the Confederate generals, I think. It was like General Pickett's buffet, wasn't it?
That was it. That was it. And do you remember on the paper, like you get the paper before the field trip or whatever, or the email,
sign it.
And our teacher wrote McNaldo's instead of McDonald's.
No, she wrote McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's.
She wrote McDonald's on it, so we called it McDonald's for the rest of the year.
McDonald's.
No, McNaldo's is the TikTok one that I found, and that's what I call it McNaldo's. Now. But she did put McDonald's, and that's what we did. What other things in that class? We read Shakespeare. Yeah. And she read Shakespeare with us, and that I don't remember. There was always some funny stuff with Shakespeare going on.
I mean, it's Shakespeare.
It was
like the man invented words just.
He did
because he wanted to.
He called people an egg as an insult. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Now I'm just thinking of all the stories we've had, all the things we did.
Lots of stories.
Lots of stories. Yeah. Jeez. There are so many. Wasn't there a time that I'm trying to think of some of the stuff we did now, not to put us both on the spot.
I mean, there's been countless disc golf.
Oh, we played disc golf a lot. I got you into disc golf, and then you had that like disc. You gave it to me as a graduation present at the end of high school.
Yeah.
And I loved that disc. and my dumbass threw it on the roof of the Penn State New Kensington building, the disc golf course there. I had my name on it. They never called me about it. I never saw that disc again, and I felt so bad.
Maybe it's just still on the roof. You never know.
But they go up there all the time because I've thrown another disc on the roof and I've gotten them back.
I guess
So
somebody just liked it so much.
someone must have kept it. And honestly, it was a great disc. So that person, they got a good find there. We played trumpet together for a couple years.
That was fun.
Here's the cool part too. This is a cool story. I started playing in 2nd grade. We had, not friends with him anymore, but we had a good friend that was in our class that lives across the street from from my parents' house. We were good friends with them for a long time. They're great people. He started playing in 2nd grade as well, and we stuck with it all the way through high school. And you had like wanted to play, I think.
Honestly, like when you guys started, I had like no desire. I was just, like I slowly transitioned to being more of a musical person. Like, when I was younger, I was just like, I mean, I'll sing, but that's it. But
and that's all we did.
Yeah, and I picked it up in 7th grade.
You did, and we had a new band director at the time, and he got us into like all playing together. That was so fun. That was cool.
My mom still talks about like the stuff that we would do, like just the 3 of us, like the trumpet trios.
We did.
Like,
we called it the trumpet trio. That's what we were. We were like the only ones, I think.
We were the only
trumpet players in the school. It was a small school though. We had like 16 kids in our class or something like that.
Maybe like a little. I don't even remember, man. Like
I think it was less than 20.
It was less than.
We didn't have 20. We didn't have 20 kids in our class. It was a very small school, but that was cool, and we did that for a while. And then, we went to different high schools. I went to public high school. You went to Catholic high school.
Stayed small.
Your class was very small. My class was
27.
My class got smaller.
Yeah.
By the end of the year.
I mean, mine did too. We started with 40, and then we ended with 27.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's the same number that we lost. But for you, that's like half the class. It was like a 5th for us.
Yeah, it was wild. We literally lost like 8 people after freshman year.
That's crazy. Also, bring that mic a little bit closer to you. Yeah, that should be fine.
Perfect.
You want it like about a fist, like 1 fist length away from your face.
Okay, I've never done this before.
That's all right. Yeah, it's first podcast.
First podcast. This is.
Oh man, yeah. And like to be honest, now that I really think about it, in grade school, other than that friend that was across the street, like I wasn't like a popular kid.
I wasn't
in grade school.
I was not either.
I think you were probably like a little cooler than me though. Maybe.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
But I feel like you were though. I don't know. Not that I got like bullied in like grade school, but like I don't know if I was really comfortable with who I was.
No,
or something. Like I don't know. Like I don't even remember this, but like I think it took me a while to like figure out like who I was and like be comfortable with it.
No, I mean that happens.
It does, yeah. But like you were one of my only friends back then. Like I didn't really hang out with anyone else.
I mean, I would also hang out with people, but like you were like the only solid friend.
Yeah, like
that I had.
And like I didn't talk to any of those people after. We had a couple of friends a small group that were cool.
I'm actually meeting with them tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, because one of them just came back from a trip to Alaska.
Oh, that's right. Honestly, I want to have him on the show.
Oh yeah,
I really do. I want to have him.
It
on
wasn't
the show.
him.
Oh, it wasn't him?
No.
Okay, we can play. Can we can, not that it matters, but like I think I want to reach out and have him come on for an episode.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool. There's
I think that would be really fun.
A lot of interesting stuff there to talk about for sure. And just a lot, because like I'm just so fascinated by
everything.
Now the viewers aren't going to know what we're talking about. We have a friend, I want to have him on, but he in 2nd grade
he wanted to be a teacher, which is already in 2nd grade having a path for you. Quick side note, this is funny. In 1st grade, I vividly remember this. It was like dress up like what you want to be. I dressed up as a Wendy's worker.
Dude,
I wanted that to be my career in 1st grade.
But it was in the food area.
I mean, yeah. So
still in food.
Yeah, I want to go into food science or chemical engineering. I honestly haven't like.
It's one of the two.
See, I've just been thinking like even if I'd get a job in like general chemical engineering, just to like as a startup, then eventually down the road try to find food science.
Yeah.
Like, because having money is
Yeah,
kind
having
of,
money,
kind of a
yeah,
nice
it's
thing.
kind of a nice thing.
Yeah.
It is a nice thing. But anyway, so in first grade he wanted to be a teacher. I forgot
Yes.
about that part.
Yeah, he wanted to be a teacher because I think his mom, like, inspired him, or somebody in his family inspired him to be a teacher.
His mom was a substitute teacher. Did his mom teach us like a career before that, or was she just a substitute for us?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
She's not a teacher anymore. I know.
No. I actually need to reach out to him now and have him come on.
Yeah,
But anyway,
you need to.
but in second grade, he was like, I want to be a priest.
And we were all just
We were like, okay,
good, awesome.
cool. Like, yeah, we
awesome.
thought it was awesome. And then this guy stuck with it.
He has stuck with it.
Ever since.
He's
in seminary right now.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's just wild.
Figured it out.
He literally is one of the only people I've ever met who's like had a goal at such a young age and stuck with it.
And just stuck with it. And it's honestly so inspiring. Like it really is. Like he's the man. I haven't talked to him in a while. Last time I was at your house for something, he was there. He's the man though. I need to reach out to him again and see how he's doing. I want to have him on here for an episode. And honestly, maybe even a recurring guest because he's really cool.
Recurring guest.
Yeah, I mean seriously, but that was so crazy. And we called him Father Dale.
Yes.
I won't do full name drop, but he'll be here if he agrees to. I hope he will. It would be really cool. But he was Father Dale. That was like.
Oh, that's another story I just remembered. Do you remember? Yeah. So, when he was younger, he had like hearing troubles and he had hearing aids. And
I'm not laughing at the hearing problems.
Yeah, I know. But we're gonna get to it. So with them came this device, and it was basically like a microphone that the teachers could hook up, like on their shirt or whatever. So when it was lunchtime, the teacher would like just set it on their desk or whatever. And the one building that we were at, when it was like winter and everything, they had us just like stay inside. They had like games and stuff that we could play in the like classrooms. Now, one thing about this guy, God love him, he is very slow and not like he drives slow, he walks slow, he eats slow, like. And that's just like his nature. Like
he's got a laid back pace.
Yes, he's very laid back pace. Yeah.
He does.
So he would always be in the lunchroom downstairs still while we were all done.
Yeah.
So we would go upstairs and we would grab the microphone and we were like, what are the odds that this is going to work? And we would talk to him from the microphone and we would pretend that we were like some higher power, like, hello, can you hear me? Like, and then he would come back up from lunch and he'd be like, were you guys doing something? And we were just like, no.
And there was so many times that like that device didn't work.
Yeah.
It was like
and we would just be like talking and then he'd just like come up and we'd be like, hey, anything happen? He'd be like, no.
There was so much troubleshooting with that device in class. Like teachers couldn't get it to work. It would be like too loud or too quiet. It was just a constant I forgot
issue.
about that too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But he's the man.
He is.
He is. I need to reach out to him. I had considered it like a while ago. I was like, oh, I need to have Dale on the show for him. So we need to do that for sure. But yeah, that's so funny. I forgot.
It's just one of those like weird instances of like that's just one of those things I'm always gonna remember.
Oh yeah. Well, now you've like brought it back in my memory. It will live on. Well then, yeah. When we were in 7th grade, the school moved buildings.
That was something.
We're jumping around a lot. I don't know if we could go through the whole thing in order.
We can't.
This
is literally the only way that we can do it. Just random topics.
Have it remembers. But the school moved buildings
because we were in a bad location.
We were in like multiple. Like we were in the downtown of the hometown that I grew up in. It's being turned around a lot now. It's turning into a much nicer area, but. It was a bit of a sketchy area. We had like multiple bullets fly through the windows of the school.
Yeah.
Like
not while we were there.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Thank God while we weren't there. But like,
I just remember we were in 6th grade, and the one day it was just like, oh, okay, we're switching classrooms with the person across from us. Like, and we were just like, oh,
yeah.
It was. That year was crazy.
It was
the amount of
yes.
lockdowns and everything.
Yeah, 6th grade was crazy. 6th grade was not a fun time.
6th and 7th grade. That's when the bulk of that happened.
Yeah, 6th and 7th grade. 7th grade was better, but I remember that 6th grade was a particularly unpleasant time for me personally. I was not a fan of 6th grade.
Are you talking about overall experience or
overall,
like the safety issues?
Overall. I was not a fan.
Okay, I was going to say because the safety issues is the other way around. 7th grade was when we had like
that was the
5 lockdowns and
Yeah, no,
everything. It was ridiculous.
No, I mean like the real again, not that I ever got bullied, but like I got picked on a little bit, and that happened in 6th grade most of the time. So I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah.
But there was also some guys in our class that were like the main instigators of that then left.
They left after 6th grade.
And then in 7th grade,
there were 6. We had 6 guys.
Well, I was also like a short, chubby kid back then, so that didn't really help. And then in 7th and 8th grade, I grew a lot, and like the weight got redistributed. So then I wasn't like chubby anymore. So I think that helped too. But honestly, what was I even saying? Yeah, the school moved. We moved to a new building in a nicer part of town, and it was like the Wild West a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, we did have a homeroom, but at the other building, we didn't move around a whole lot for classes, I feel like. Or did we?
The old building?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't move as much, but we still did.
A little bit.
Every now and
then. But
then.
it was like for some specialized class. Like math, we moved. Computer class, we moved.
Gym, obviously.
Gym, yeah. Oh,
art.
yeah. And we, again, this is so random. This is the only way to reminisce.
The only way to go through this.
Only way.
Yeah.
At recess we would catch frisbee. We were nice at frisbee. But this was really like before I got into disc golf. I'd played a couple times.
Probably like the beginnings of it. That's like where it came from.
Well, during the pandemic was when I really got into it and like started having really enjoying it. But we were nice with the frisbee.
Oh yeah.
But then like, okay, listen, I get it. Like you can't be hitting people with a frisbee when you're playing catch. But like we did it like twice, and they took away our frisbees.
See, I thought they took them away for a different reason.
What was that?
See, I thought some other kid in our class did some stupid shit with some other soccer ball or whatever, and then the main teacher in charge of our recess was like, all right, that's it. Only basketballs and volleyballs.
Oh, that might have also happened.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm vividly remembering this kid kicking a soccer ball, and it went like up, hit the like ceiling tile, stuck in the ceiling.
It did. Yep, that happened too. Wait, there were 6 guys.
Yes.
In 8th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about the really tall kid.
Yeah.
That's the one that I was like, who is this other guy? Yeah. It's so funny that I can't drop names. It's so funny. No one's going to know where
it's just like
about.
Weird.
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't want to name drop people.
No,
I don't want to give them
I understand, but it's like weird at the same time.
I don't want to give them clout. I don't want to give them a free plug for being on my show. Yeah. Oh, and then in 6th grade, we were on the stage crew of the musical together.
Oh, that was
for Peter.
That was a time.
That was a banger.
Time.
That was a fun show.
I mean, we had to use those like old timey like move them.
We ran the lights.
Curtains, lights.
We ran the lights, and that was in the gymnasium.
Yes.
Of
our building.
The old building.
Of the old building. Yeah. And they had to use like trash bags as a curtain. It was very like
low budget, but
but it was good.
It was a good show. We had a lot of fun with that. And then in 7th grade, it was
we did the same thing.
Alice in Wonderlands. You ran
it was like a light board with like a computer and everything. You were stuck in the hobbit hole up in the top of that
95 degrees in that room all the time. 95 degrees the entire time. And
it's just like the creepiest little like you had to like climb through like the smallest of doors. It
was a door, and there was like a crawl space that turned into this little room way above the seats in the theater that I ran the lights from. That was cool too. That was also a fun show. And then I think in 8th grade we both decided like let's go.
We were
for
like,
let's be in the
it's
show.
It's 8th grade. Let's just do it.
Let's be in the show, and we loved it. That was fun. And then we both did it for all 4 years of high school
until the COVID shut us down.
Yeah, but I did a senior year show still.
Oh.
We did a show senior year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did a musical. Oh, you didn't go?
I don't remember going.
Oh, well, it sucked anyway. It was it was Peter and the Starcatcher, and I hated that shit. It was just mid.
I feel like I remember you talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like whatever. But yeah, no, and then junior year, we didn't have it because of COVID.
Junior and senior year, I didn't have it.
Yeah, we somehow got away with it.
We were literally 1 week away from Tech Week.
So were we. No, we were in Tech Week.
We were a week away from Tech Week, and then
see ya.
Adios.
Yep.
And then I think my school used that as an excuse to fire the director for next year because they were becoming not so fond of him.
Yeah, he kind of like dropped off the face of the earth a little bit.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
And then did you They didn't have a band of any kind, did they? At St.
No,
Joe's? No,
they didn't.
So you didn't really play your trumpet that much in high school.
Yeah, that's kind of when I lost the trumpet. I mean, I could still play it if I like got it out and everything, but like,
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
touched mine since high school.
honestly, like, it's just really weird to think between like middle school and high school. Like middle school, I was all like, oh, history this, music that. And like
Yeah.
I still did the music, but like as soon as I transitioned over to high school, I was like, all right, STEM,
Yeah.
science, that's where
STEM.
it's at.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think we both loved science too, but I just didn't have the math chops. You had the math chops for sure.
I'm gonna need the math chops.
Yeah. For calculus 4.
Calc 4 this
Calc
upcoming
4.
semester.
I'll be praying for you. From my
Please.
from Point
It's
Park.
it's just,
Point Park will send its thoughts and prayers your way
why thank
for
you.
that. Anyway.
That's I don't
But,
know what to expect, but the unexpected.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would have done STEM if I would have had the math chops.
Yeah.
But I just didn't feel like I could get through the college. That was the barrier for me. Is like I was like,
Yeah.
man, I knew once I got the job, it's a lot of like calculators and computer programs doing the math for you, unless you're like a theoretical physicist and you got the big ass chalkboard and you're like doing that. You know what I mean? I couldn't, but I didn't have the math chops, so I kind of just like gave up on that a little bit, and then didn't know what I wanted to do for the first year, and then I figured it out. But
As long as you figure
you
it
know.
out.
yeah, and it's funny, like the two things that I want to do weren't even really supposed to happen. Like I just got dragged to esports because Brett was like, I need someone to cast Rocket League with. And you know what's the saddest part too? No Rocket League this year.
Oh,
No team.
really?
No team. Couldn't find the players.
Wow.
It's just Caleb. So shout out to Caleb. He hasn't been on here, but but yeah. It's kind of sad. No Rocket League.
I know.
They might have on some other game happening that night, but
Maybe.
I don't think anymore. But yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I know, like, my school, we have Rocket League still.
Mhm.
They were even talking about Smash Bros. They said
That'd
they want
be
to start
cool.
getting into some console games.
That'd be cool.
If they brought it, I'd probably have to at least try.
You have to at least try it.
I'd have to at least try. I'm not good. I'm not good.
Even if you were just on the bench,
Yeah,
you could just be there. But that looks good on a resume though.
exactly.
And also you might get some scholarship money every year.
Exactly.
So why not at least go for it?
When I told my brother
Yeah.
that you can get esports scholarships,
He's
he went crazy. He went
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
for it.
That dude is something else.
Oh yeah.
Chase
my
is
brothers.
something- Oh, I'm sorry. Can I?
I don't care. I don't care.
Chase is the man though too. Something else. I remember. I just at some point. This is very recently. At some point, I didn't see him for a couple years. It
Yeah.
feels like.
It was
I
when
didn't
we
see
went.
him-
It's when we went to see the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen him for a couple of years.
Because like COVID and everything.
Yeah,
Plus, like
and
once we
just-
got to college, I think we started just hanging out, like going places, not necessarily going to each
Yeah.
other's, like
yeah.
hanging out at our houses for
No,
stuff.
we
Yeah.
didn't do a whole lot of that. It was a lot of let's go play disco. Let's go golfing. Like this.
Let's go golfing.
Have you seen that?
Yes,
Did
I
you do-
have.
Listen, I don't know why, but recently I've been talking about it on the show so much. My Instagram feed is just full of DJ Khaled videos. They're so good. Let's go
Oh.
golfing. Or again, this is whatever. The
Yeah.
best one is like when he's like in the stupid green jumpsuit and he's like, "You can call me asparagus."
Yeah.
You see that one?
Yeah.
That one's so good. Anyway, enough of DJ Khaled on the
Yeah.
show. I can't give him free. I keep giving him free plugs. He should be paying me for this.
He should be.
He'd be paying us. Yeah, but so we didn't do a whole lot of that. But man, there were so many weekends where we just like, oh, just come stay over. Like we just
Yeah.
sleepovers, just hang out, just we'd be gaming, we'd be playing apples to apples.
Oh,
Big board game family. So was my family.
yeah.
We're big board game people. So we did a lot of that too.
yeah. I remember, like, you introduced me to. It's the one with like the tiles that have the colors and the shapes. You have to like match either colors or shapes.
Oh, Quicks. Quicks is fun.
Quicks.
Yeah, Quicks is good.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Quicks. That the one with the little squares and they have the shapes on them that are different colors.
Yeah.
You have to make the grid. Yeah, that's Quicks.
Quicks.
That's a fun game.
Mhm.
Yeah. We played so much Mario Kart back in the
Oh
day
my gosh.
on the Wii. But what did we play? Like no, we played Disney Infinity.
That one.
That
oh
game
my
was
God.
crazy. We played that game a ton on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We were big Nintendo guys. We didn't have. You still
Yeah.
don't have like an Xbox
no.
or PlayStation. We were Nintendo guys.
I'm still a Nintendo guy.
I am too. I have
Yeah.
a Switch. Yeah. Hardcore Nintendo guys for a while. I got my PlayStation freshman year, but other than that, yeah, we were just like Nintendo guys the whole time.
Yeah. Again,
Wow.
I still am. Like,
We played
all that
Nintendo Land.
that one.
That game was
That
a
one
banger.
was so much fun.
That game is so good. They need to remake that. They need to remake honestly, the Wii U got a lot of hate.
But some of the games on
Were
there was
fire.
really good.
They were so good. Like Nintendo Land was a banger. Disney Infinity may have been like, I don't know if I'd play that today. I would.
Not today.
There was too many things to buy. It was like,
It was one of those games
It wa-
where you had to
didn't-
like buy everything.
did EA make that game? Because it feels like a very EA thing to do.
I don't
EA
remember.
definitely didn't make that game, I don't think. But it was like, but you had to like, for those who don't know, it was a huge Disney crossover game on the Wii U.
Like they actually had 3 games. Like the first one was just all Disney.
Wait, they made a Disney.
The second
Infinity
one,
they made a 3.
they introduced Star Wars in that one.
Did I play that one? I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I just played.
Like they
I
had
played the one with Marvel
the first game was just like Disney and Pixar. The 2nd game was where they brought Marvel in
because they bought it.
because they bought it then,
Yeah.
and then the 3rd game they brought the Star Wars
Because they
into it.
bought that too.
'Cause they-
And they bought the whole damn country. They own everything. The Disney States of America. That was the thing. But yeah, that game was cool. But it was like a little base plate that you'd plug. It was like a little plate.
with a USB. You
With a
plug it
USB.
into your console.
And then you would take a little actual like figure of a character and you'd put it on the plate. And then it would put that character in the game for you. And there was a campaign. There was like
Yeah, there were like it was like you could either do story modes, which were other like little figure things that you could buy, or you could just like free play.
yeah, and you could like build
And
your own level.
Do you remember you made like an American Ninja Warrior course?
I did,
on
and it
one
was-
of those.
and it was
It was
fire.
really good.
And it was fire. And I don't know if I ever beat it. I made like a ton of those. That was the most fun about that game was you could just build whatever you
Just
wanted.
whatever
Kind
you
of like Minecraft in that way.
Oh,
yeah, that
yeah.
part was cool. We just did so much of that. Yeah. We didn't play any sports though, did we? You did track and field.
I did track.
Big
You did
track and
track
field guy.
for a little bit, if you recall.
We just opened up a new story.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Oh
go.
boy. So like
coach.
when you joined track, that was whenever, because like with track, especially with like the younger ages, they don't want you doing everything right at the start.
Right.
So discus, you have to be 11 at
Right.
least to start throwing the discus, which is, if you don't know, like the frisbee thing.
Yeah, it's like a chunky.
But don't throw it like a frisbee. My dad, who is a track and he's like a throwing coach, he said at one of the like little kid meets that my brother was at, one kid, dead ass, threw it like a frisbee. And he was
Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that.
you're not supposed to do that.
launch it.
Yeah,
You're
my
supposed to,
my dad was all like, "These coaches are not teaching these kids anything." No. And I was like, "Calm down, man.
Calm down.
Yes.
But okay, so
Anyway,
anyway, so
yes.
I had been doing Taekwondo for a couple of years at that point. I started Taekwondo in I think 2nd grade too. I had started a lot of stuff in 2nd grade, but
Mhm.
I started Taekwondo then, and I was sort of into it, but it was like I didn't appreciate it fully. I wasn't really into it, so I was like, I want to do something else. So I went to go do track, and you were throwing, so I was like, oh, I'll just go throw.
Yeah.
I wasn't a runner. Again, I was a chunky kid. Like I still can't run to save my life. I cannot do it. I will run.
I mean, I probably could if I had to, but I'm one thing I have learned, I'd probably be better at long distance than like short endurance
yeah.
because like I'm telling you, when my brother wants to play like basketball games, pick up at the park next to my house,
Yeah.
I
can't do it.
I get whooped. I get winded.
We played with him.
yes,
recently,
we did play with him recently.
and we just got like we were like
trounced.
both of us were just
It was a
completely-
2-on-1 and we just still like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, this coach, this guy, wasn't he like a professional of some sort? Didn't he do something?
Sort of. He was very experienced in the throwing area of track and field.
And you picked it up quick. Like you stuck with it longer than I did. You went to the Junior Olympics a couple of times.
Yeah,
for that.
I did track until senior year.
That's right. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And I pretty
You
much
only did it like 2 or 3 years.
I pretty much did it until the one day when we were throwing, the coach took me to the side and gave me a book
Yes.
to read
Yes,
about
I
throwing.
remember that so vividly. He was like, "All right, Brody, here's your discus. Like, do
Go
some like
throw."
half throw reps and like just start practicing." And then I see him go over and he gets this book.
It's a book.
And he goes to you and he's just like, "Here's the book."
He was like, read these pages. And I was like, okay. And meanwhile, I was like, fuck that. Like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't know.
Like, I mean, there could be like a level of that with sport, but like,
I was a kid. It was
Yeah,
like,
you were
I
a
just
kid.
needed, like, I needed reps. I needed practice. Anyway, that guy was something else, man.
he was
He's
incredible.
quite the character. But, he gave me a book to read. And about at that point,
Is whenever
I was like,
your
I'm
track
not.
and field career ended.
It ended. It ended pretty
Yeah.
abruptly, which is so sad. But really, what are you going to do? But yeah, man, that was so funny. This motherfucker gave me a book, and I was like, I'm not reading
You're like,
this book, dude.
no.
I'm not. So then it just stopped. But you stuck with it,
Yeah.
and it had some success.
Yeah. Went to Kansas one time, Florida another time.
Yep, that's sick. And isn't Chase? No, Chase is a big basketball guy.
Yeah. He does track also, but
He whoops us in basketball though. And it's only going to get
Big
worse.
time.
You realize
It is
this.
only
it's
going to
only
get
gonna get worse as he gets older. Like if I come over now, if I went over hypothetically next week and be like, Chase, play basketball, he'd be like, I'm gonna like you guys are done. You guys are toast.
Yeah.
And it could be 2v1. And I'm not confident that we could
we
beat
could
him.
never. We could never.
I don't think so. Well, I did play basketball for I need like water or something. I'm gonna see if there's water in the other room. In a minute. I played basketball for one season, not good at that either.
Yeah.
I tried to get away from Taekwondo multiple times to do other stuff, but then I just realized that I just needed to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it though. I do. I want to start jiu-jitsu though. That's gonna be my next thing.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I'm gonna start jiu-jitsu whenever I get out of here because there's no school near here. There's like
Yeah.
a kickboxing gym that's like $90 a month, and I'm like, I'm good, dog. I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to be like I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I stuck with that for a while. Got my black belt right before I graduated high school. No, I got my black belt my sophomore year. I was working towards my second degree black belt, but COVID happened, and then it was like, I think if I would have consistently gone through all of high school, which wasn't going to happen because of theater, I could have got my second degree black belt by the time I graduated, but it didn't happen.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now at this point, it's like, I can't go there when I'm at school because it's like I'd have to find a way home 2 nights a week, which I can't do. And you know what I mean? But it's at that point, that train has sailed.
But train has sailed.
It has.
Yes.
But yeah, gosh, so much. I know I keep going back to that, but it really is. It's just like
it's just
so many years, so much stuff
years
that we did.
of
Yeah, years of friendship, so many stuff
Yeah.
we did. What else did we do? I feel like there's got to be. I feel like we're forgetting so much stuff that we did.
we definitely are.
Well, but like we were like so many times, even like last time when I was over at your house, we just built Legos.
Yeah, for a little bit.
We just built Legos for a little bit. We did.
Mhm.
We played Smash Bros with Chase, and I think he won.
He
most
definitely
of the
did.
time. I suck at that game. I can't play Smash Bros to
Yeah,
save
it's-
my life, really. And then we built Legos.
Yeah.
That's all we did. Built Legos. We did that a lot though. That was the main
That
thing.
was.
Honestly, we need to bring that back. I miss building Legos.
I mean, I
What's
still love Legos. I mean,
Dude, I'm never gonna be too old for Legos.
Nobody
I
can.
truly don't think.
and I think the really cool thing is I feel like the Lego company the past like 2 or 3 years, they've recognized that adults want a Lego as
yeah,
well.
they do.
And like all those sets with like the plain black background, like they have so
Yeah,
many.
like they have so many display ones. We got
inter-
my mom a flower pot, Lego flowers for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah,
they're
like
bangers.
I got my girlfriend like a bouquet. Like it was succulents. It was this really cool set. It's like 9.
We almost got the one for my mom.
It's like the 9 individual like
Yep.
succulents. Like one looks like a little cactus, a flower, everything
And there's
like that.
Lego, and they're
It's just
cool.
Lego. Honestly, interestingly enough, so I didn't get to tell you this on the way over here. Yesterday, my family decided to do like a little road trip.
Yeah.
You can get to King of Prussia Mall on the other side of the state.
Yes.
It's like a day trip. So there's this one restaurant out there we love to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And in that mall, Lego store. And we were walking
Fire.
around. Yeah. And
Fire.
some of the new sets they have. So
They're
have
crazy.
one. They have one. It looks like a mini Pac-Man arcade game.
I saw that one. That one's fire.
I want that one.
That one's so
bad.
cool. We still get the Lego magazines every once in a while.
Really?
And it's like, yeah, and I love looking through the Lego magazines.
They're insane.
You know what's crazy too is they still make Lego Ninjago.
I saw that yesterday also.
I keep going back
Yeah.
to this. I genuinely think my memory might have just started in second grade. 'Cause I always trace it back to was there in second grade? I don't know why. I wonder what happened.
It's just been like a milestone year.
I guess like a lot. I just started doing a lot of stuff then, and I just kind of remember like. It also helps because like that winter we had that huge snowstorm. It was like 3 feet of snow. It's like we've never gotten that much snow
ever.
Maybe cumulatively over every year since, we've never gotten that much snow. Even if you put it all together, I'm sure we haven't even gotten that
Probably
much snow.
not.
We got weak winters like in the last couple of years, but they were making Lego Ninjago back then, and they're still making it. It's like I think it's the only ongoing like series for that long, and they're awesome. They're all cool. It's crazy. Yeah, but now they got like, the Lego fucking Ultimate Collector's Edition Star Wars Star Destroyer for $9,000, and it's like, okay,
I'm telling
they're so expensive.
I'm telling you, this one, like, I want it so bad, but it's so expensive. It's the Hulk Buster armor.
Oh, how big?
I'm telling you, this thing probably like a foot or more tall. This thing was massive, 550.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and I mean, it was in the Lego store where everything's probably going to be more expensive, but yeah, if you want to look it up, I mean,
Dude, I have to, and also
have to.
I gotta text my mom real quick. Something.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind.
no, I don't.
Wait, I gotta look up this Lego Hulkbuster shit.
It is
That's
like
crazy,
and they had one
dude.
built in like one of the little display boxes, and I looked at it and I
Yeah.
went, I want it, but I need to save the money at the same time. Like,
Holy shit, dude!
yeah, mm-hmm.
What on earth?
It is
the Ultimate
massive.
Edition one. This guy?
No,
No, it's a
bigger.
different one?
It's bigger.
Bigger.
Let me see if I can. Try
This
to find it.
this one. Is that the one?
Maybe that might be it. I don't know. I
Dude.
saw it yesterday, and it
Wait,
was
let
like,
me hold on. I can find it.
intense.
It's the one that's like, wait. If I go to shopping, can I see it? I'm looking for a very high price range. Am I
like-
looking for the $430 one?
I think that's it.
Dude, on Lego.com, it's $550. Lego, this one right here, I found it. This is not a good. Sorry for the viewers. We're looking at Lego sets on our.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
one. And like the picture doesn't do it justice.
Dude, I might
Like,
drop a picture of this in the edit. We
You
might drop a
definitely
picture
should.
of this.
You have to. Yeah. So
Dude,
insert.
the Lego
insert
figure
picture.
for scale, that thing's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's
Wait, can I get the measurements on this guy? I need to see this.
it's probably on there somehow.
I gotta
Somewhere.
see it. Can I see it? Can you put Iron Man in it?
I don't know.
Honestly, you don't even need to. It's too
You do
cool,
not
dude.
need to.
That is sick.
It's incredible.
What on earth?
And they also had like kind of like where they have a lot of the like masks, cowls. They had
Yeah.
Black Panther with the gloves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want the Darth Vader one. The Darth Vader.
The Darth
one's
Vader
fire.
one. I don't know if I
one's
saw that
fire.
one yesterday. They also have Star Lord's like little
Yeah,
helmet
his
thing.
helmet. Yeah.
They have like a big R2D2. They redid the Disney castle. So now there are 2 Lego Disney castles.
Yeah, that one's cool too. That
one
got
is
some
really
big. They got
cool.
some big sets. I remember they had like a big Hogwarts the one time, and that one's
Yeah.
crazy too. But also, you've seen. I'm sure you've seen this on YouTube. There's just a whole community of people that just build Lego mocks, like huge, like massive mocks. And I saw one of Hogwarts. It was like 150,000 pieces. Like
That's
a
insane.
Huge, like insanely detailed. Like every scene from every movie is like somewhere in this mock. Obviously, it's like. It's not geographically accurate.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff from like episode, like the 7th movie when they're like out in the middle of like God knows where is like, but they're in there still. It's insane.
It's just insane. Yeah.
It's crazy.
The amount of free time people have.
I know. I know. I wish.
I wish.
I need some for all the stuff that I've overcommitted
See,
to.
I like once I get like my own place someday, like I already said, I'm going to have a dedicated Lego room. Like just
that
all
would
the
be
sets,
that would
all
be
the sets
fire.
I've amassed and that I still will amass, all just gonna go in there.
Absolutely.
Like, who needs a man cave when you have a Lego room?
But that could be the man cave.
I mean, it could
That
be.
could be the
yes,
man cave. You could just have it on bookshelves in the background. Like that would be sick.
that would be.
Yeah, the man cave. Well, I know, like, I want to get, like, when I get my own place, I want to have, like, a room to do this. Like, I want to have a room, like,
Podcast room,
like
yeah.
a podcast room. Like, just, even if it's a small office space, just for me, in case I do Zoom episodes, or if I have someone over, like, just something small that I could have, like, just really, like, one other person, maybe two people.
Yeah.
But I want bookshelves on the back, like, in the back, to have, like, just knickknacks on there. Just, like,
Oh, yeah.
books and, like, dude, Lego sets are
Lego.
going on there for sure.
Absolutely.
I have to do it. I have to do Lego sets. Maybe the Office one. The Office one is so cool.
That one
have
I
that
do.
one.
I have that one.
That
It was
one's
a Christmas present last year. That one is the amount, like, even just the amount of, like, little, like,
Details.
items,
Yeah.
details that go in it.
Kevin's chili.
Like, Kevin spills the chili. There's like a little stapler and Jello. My favorite one is like in the whiteboard in the conference room. You can put multiple things up there. One of them that you can stick on it is when he's doing the pyramid scheme. You remember? And he's like, "It's not a pyramid scheme," and then Jim just like draws.
Yep.
And then another one that's like the "Don't bother Luke," and that's like don't not bother Luke.
He's like bother. He's no. What did he say? First he did like don't bother Luke, and then he put the circle with the line. They're like, oh, so don't not, and it was
Don't
like
not
this whole
bother
thing.
Luke. And then you put
he
another
again.
circle over the "not," and it's like,
He couldn't get it right.
oh.
Oh my god, we had to have done that too. Like we both love The Office.
We
Like,
did.
that's a
You
great
were the one
show.
who kind of introduced me to it.
It's an incredible show. Well, you have to like fight through. You have to fight through the first season.
Yeah.
You have to. It's genuinely like it is so awkward and so
So
cringy, and the characters aren't developed. You have to like really. You have Creed on your.
I do on my water bottle, yes.
You just have Creed. He's just
Yes.
staring at me.
It's just, I didn't even mean to place it like that, man. I
It's
just
perfect placement
perfect angle.
with the Chick-fil-A glasses.
Absolutely.
You've had those sunglasses for maybe as long as I've known you. Maybe not that long, but you've had them for
I've
a
not.
long time.
I didn't really get into Chick-fil-A until like mid high school. I mean, I even got the Chick-fil-A kicks on right now.
You got the Chick-fil-A kick.
Yes.
He do. That's crazy.
These things were like as soon
Big
as I
Chick-fil-A
saw
guy.
that on Instagram, I was like, "That's a must." Sending that out.
Send it.
Gone.
for the
Money
Chick-fil-A
gone.
kicks.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Gone.
Yeah, send it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys
Yeah.
are big Chick-fil-A.
Well, I mean, I go to school in Greensburg. We got
And there's one.
3 of them,
You have
literally.
3?
So there's
like-
one. So like, I go to Seton Hill. If you already didn't.
Yeah, he's got the.
Yeah,
Listen,
I got the merch. I'm sorry, I came
Seton
from
Hill-
work today.
Seton Hill. I know you're watching this.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know this, but the running joke that I make on the show is that if we mention anyone at all,
Yes, that they are watching.
right, that they're fans of the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Obviously.
like Logan Paul
Yes.
hits me up every week. Yo, great podcast, dude. Like hits me up.
Yeah.
All these people, all of
DJ
them.
Khaled?
Dude. DJ Khaled is always like, tell him to bring out the whole podcast. Like, that's DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
But Seton Hill's watching this, and I
Yeah.
expect payment. This is an ad
Yes,
on
it
my
is.
show. Whenever I'm supposed to be loyal to Point Prank University, I'm supposed to be, and I'm giving you this plug because this is my very good friend. So I do expect compensation for this. You have 1 day after this gets uploaded.
Yes.
I expect payment. I don't know what it is. That's for you to decide, I guess. But make it nice, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you go to Seton Hill. Three.
Seton Hill. Yeah.
The
So
closest one to me is in Monroeville, and I don't like Chick-fil-A enough to go out there to get it.
no, I understand that. Like, it's not for
Yeah.
everyone, but like,
No.
but yeah, we have one.
It's okay.
We have one on one side of 30 going towards like the Walmart.
Yep.
Another one on the other side of 30 going
Yep.
towards like the Barnes and Noble and Latrobe.
My directionally challenged ass is going to pretend like I know what you're talking about with 30.
Route 30.
I know. I don't know where Route 30 is.
It's fine. It's like the main road that cuts through Greensburg, like Latrobe.
Okay,
St.
I think
Vincent,
I think I
like
know.
everything.
I
Like
think
that.
I know.
And then we also have a third Chick-fil-A in the mall, the Westmoreland Mall.
Okay, yeah, there is one
Yeah,
in there too. Yeah.
Three, all within
Chick-fil-A's.
like 5 to 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
me.
Actually, that is
Yeah.
sick.
And the amount of times that people have asked me, "Oh, you work at Chick-fil-A?"
Yeah.
It is absurd. Like if I had $1
For
every
every time?
time somebody asked me that,
What would you have, like $50?
I could
maybe.
easily buy like 10 student meals at Chick-fil-A.
You have like $100 maybe.
Man, I don't know. I've lost count. I've lost count.
Of it. Well, you're it's a walking advert for them. I think is
No,
why people are wondering.
For like,
do you have a shirt? Do you have merch?
Sunglasses, 2 shirts.
2 shirts.
One of them was a birthday present this past year.
Yeah.
So I'm not indulging on all of this.
Right.
So sunglasses, 2 shirts, shoes, tumbler,
Whoa.
keychain.
Holy cow! I didn't know you had this much Chick-fil-A stuff.
I don't really use the tumbler anymore. It
Right.
wasn't the best for like keeping your drinks cold. and
That one's
everything.
better. Those Yeti. Those
those ones are better.
They're just better.
Multiple socks.
I did not know you had all this Chick-fil-A stuff.
I do.
I did not know that.
And then when they had the merch, like the collection that they dropped the shoes for, I got my mom a water bottle for her birthday. So technically that's another article in the house. It's not mine, but
they should be paying me money too. I'm giving them
Chick-fil-A. Thank you for watching.
Chick-fil-A watches this show as well.
Yeah,
whatever.
Insane.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A watches the show. This is it's like a 1 degree of separation advert, so
Yes.
I also expect compensation.
Also, I forgot I got a crew neck as well.
Yo, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
crazy.
next time you come on the show, you got to be full Chick-fil-A'd out.
I definitely need to be
full.
I definitely need to be.
Maybe we'll get Chick-fil-A.
That would
Quinn
be
Park's
awesome.
not going to be happy at me for that one. I don't care.
It's just
We'll eat Chick-fil-A on the show. I don't care. I don't want to damage the nice equipment,
yeah.
but but we'll figure it out. If I use my own mics, they won't get mad at me.
See, maybe not on the podcast, but I have to teach you the amazing ways of the Chick-fil-A pizza. Have I told you about this?
No, I haven't heard about the Chick-fil-A pizza.
Not.
No.
Oh, man. Maybe I make it a lot at school because, like, in our dorms, we're allowed, like, the dorms that we're at right now, we're allowed to, like, have our own appliances and everything.
Yep.
So, like, my girlfriend's one roommate, she has, like, this little, like, toaster oven.
Yeah.
I did it so often last year. So, basically, like, just get your dough, like pizza dough, regular old pizza dough. Instead of red sauce, you do Chick-fil-A sauce.
Okay.
Then you do like just regular cheese. It can be like any kind of like shredded cheese.
Okay.
Waffle fries, kind of like
Jeez. Okay.
rip them up into smaller pieces.
Yeah.
Nuggets,
Nuggets.
cut them up.
Yep.
Mac and cheese.
Oh fuck.
And then more Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh my god.
Put
You
it
have
in
to
there.
make this for me. That sounds.
It
sounds.
is unhealthy, but it is
Yeah.
so absolutely amazing.
That's the most college student meal I've ever heard of. I think. Maybe.
I got one better.
Yeah.
So, literally welcome weekend. So like first weekend of freshman year that we were there. That Sunday. It was literally the day before classes. My roommate, who's still my roommate, but when it was just he and I at the time, it was his birthday. You know, it's your birthday. You got to celebrate.
Yeah. Which one? No, this is the one you went to high school with?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
He decides to bust out a bowl
Yep.
or a plate. I don't remember which one.
Okay.
He had these bags. It was like pre-cooked pasta. You basically just had to like heat it up if you wanted it hot.
Yeah.
So he put the pasta on, heat it up in the microwave out in the hall, comes back, crushed up Takis,
Oh no. I think I know.
puts it on top,
Okay.
and then ketchup.
Stop. He ate it.
Yes.
Did he like it?
I don't remember.
Get him out of your apartment. Get him out of your. Get him out.
He's changed. He's changed. Looking back, because I took a picture of it, because I was like, I need to. This is insane. And like, if I bring it up now, he's like, man, I don't know what I was doing back then.
Hold on. Talking to your mic.
Hello?
Oh no. Your mic's on a different setting than mine. It'll
Oh.
be fine in post. I would just
Okay.
have to. Can I fix it now? Maybe.
I don't know.
Try talking in your mic again.
Hello?
Maybe that's fine. I shouldn't be doing this while recording. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
folks.
No,
I-
it's
Well, you're back. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I did not know that either.
That's probably like one of the most insane things I have witnessed food-wise in a
That's-
long time.
That's pretty unhinged. I'll be honest. That's really unhinged.
But again, he apologizes for it now. He's like, I'm a changed man. I would never do that again. You know, it's freshman year.
What are you gonna do? I mean, freshman year was a time. Dude.
Yeah,
That's
freshman
crazy.
years are always a time.
I don't know how I survived Point Park's food. Like I ate like the levels of just ridiculous, out of control eating that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like my breakfast, so many mornings, was a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles with chocolate milk, with a cup of cherry Coke. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my gosh.
So many mornings. Because they have breakfast sandwiches, but they've been sitting in the hot the pads for like half hour, and they're inedible. So I got to go for the only thing that's relatively fresh, and that's Cocoa Pebbles with chalky milk.
and the Coke.
and the cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how I survived. I survived somehow. I walked through and I came out on the other side. Not necessarily a better person or a healthier person, but I was just changed.
Yeah, a changed man.
Changed.
A changed man.
I was a changed man for sure. Now, whether or not, that was a good thing is certainly up for debate.
Yeah. But we might just have to wait and see.
But I did become a better person because of that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean a different person. Just
Changed. Yes, that's the word.
It's just changed. Okay, wait. What a pivot this is going to be. I wanted to hit more of the sound pads, see what we have on here.
Yeah.
We're putting DJ Khaled stuff on here.
Absolutely.
Sure. What is this one?
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Have you seen that TikTok?
Yes, I have.
It's such a good TikTok. What is this one?
Huh?
Oh, that's a good one. What about
Yes.
one of these is really long and it's really loud. Which one is it?
All right.
That's we already went over that one. What is
Yes.
this one?
Among Us.
Oh, Among Us.
That's got to be a topic we got to at least talk a little bit about. That's
What a phase that was. Were you big? You big in Among Us?
I
guy?
was. I mean, I wouldn't say big, but like, senior year, September, October, all of my friends, like, they'd talk about it, and I'd just be like, because, again, I was a Nintendo kid. I didn't even, like, know computers, monitors, nothing really like that. So they'd talk about that kind of stuff, and I'd be like, well, I got to hop on this. And, like, I just remember, like, beginning of my senior year, as much as, like, all the COVID stuff kind of made it, like, shitty.
Yeah.
Among Us was, like, always such a good thing.
It
like,
was fun.
Every night we would always just jump on. It would literally be, like, 10 of us from our class all played it together.
Among Us was a lot of fun.
It was.
I'm sorry. I'm just my gain's a little bit like all over the place. Are you too
No, you're
loud? Is anyone too loud in your ears?
No.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that mic thing, folks. Hopefully that doesn't. I mean, that's gonna come out fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's gonna be a little bit of dead space there whenever I switched it, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Still figuring this out. Haven't even done this for a year.
That's crazy.
Dude, there's gonna be the 1 year.
You have to have the 1 year anniversary.
The 1 year anniversary episode. I wonder who do you even get? Who do you even get for that? I don't know. I feel like it would have to be a big guest, like someone.
DJ
cool.
Khaled.
Dude, I want him to do a podcast so bad.
That would be.
I honestly, like, I really want him to do Rogan. You know how fucking good that would be?
That would be,
It'd be
hilarious.
unreal. I would watch I don't really watch Rogan that much anymore, like pretty infrequently, but man, that one I would tune in.
That would be something.
I would love that. We've said that so many times. Like, he needs to just do a podcast just that I can see, because listen, wow, what an episode this is turning out to be. This is just how.
Yeah. This is how you and I just
all
operate.
the time, all of the time. You know what's so funny? When I got to Point Park, so many people were like, "How does your brain like? What do you?" And I was like, "Brody understands.
Yeah,
Like, this
it's
is
just
how this happens. We're like this all the time. This is how we've always been." But I think that he is a social experiment.
He is.
I think that it's a character that he's playing up for the camera. I don't think it's possible for a person to be that much of a meme
all the time.
all of the time in real life. Like, you know the clip when he's like, "You ever play rugby?" Like,
Yeah.
into the camera. But producer Gavin, who's not in the studio with us today, unfortunately, he had to go back home. But Gavin thinks that he's a psyop by the CIA to like inject propaganda into meme culture. And
that's one theory. You can't rule it out.
You can't disprove it. You
cannot.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's just as plausible as any other theory. But that's just how it is.
That's just one.
That really is. No, but seriously, there is going to be a 1-year anniversary of the show at some point. And
you gotta have someone.
We're gonna get like balloons.
Absolutely.
Something. I don't know who it's gonna be. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to see who's gonna be on for episode. I don't know what episode that would be. Honestly, this is the last one that's gonna come out for a while until we get back to school.
Yeah.
And then second week of September, the continuous uploads will start again. So.
This is like the end of the summer series, I guess.
Yeah, we used to do seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really like doing seasons anymore, even though I thought the seasons were kind of cool because it ran on the semester schedule. But we're not doing seasons anymore.
That's fine.
But these are kind of like the summer episodes, and then we'll get back in the fall. But I don't know when did we even upload the first one? I don't even remember. It had to have been. I remember we waited a couple weeks in before we started it, and then the first one we lost. The footage got corrupted, so we didn't keep the first one. Which was with our friend Trevor Fitzsimmons, friend of the show, now vice president of Point Park Student Government. He'll be back on for sure at some point. But God, when did we upload the first one? Anyway, continue with something. Entertain the masses while I
entertain the masses.
Sure. What other stories we have? I know we have. I already know we have
to
stories.
have some stories. I'm just
with our 26 subscribers.
Yes.
26 subscribers.
I am one of them.
Let's go.
Yes.
The homepage has nothing on it.
No.
9 months ago is our first upload, and it was October 7th of 2022. Now let me see if we have one scheduled to upload on that date. I think we may have to just wait.
You might have to wait.
Just to drop it on that day of the 1-year anniversary, because I really just want to see.
I mean, it's a 1-year anniversary. You have to.
It's
a monumentous event.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, there isn't really one scheduled for that. I'm gonna have to rearrange a little bit because we're gonna do a little bit of like an event on the show.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be in October. I was gonna have it late September, but I'm gonna have to move it now because we're gonna have to do the
1-year anniversary.
Sure, something like that. Wow, that's crazy. And we're gonna have
time flies.
Time does fly. How many? We're gonna have like 30 something episodes at that point that we've done.
That's nice.
That's crazy that I've done like 20 of these so far. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I've maybe done closer to 30 because there's been like 4 or 5 that just never aired.
Oh.
Just because of technical problems.
Technical
Like
difficulties.
we lost footage. The one was on Zoom that I was in like the library and it was way too echoey. It just didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Wow. You remember that time in 8th grade when we were out in that playground area at that school, and there was a like a bin on wheels with all of the recess equipment,
like all the basketballs and jump ropes and everything,
and it was empty, and it was at the top of the stairs, and
somebody got put in it.
The one classmate that was really fast got put in it, and the classmate that thought that Germany won World War II pushed him
down the stairs.
And didn't it break?
Something like that. I just remember it was just like,
dude,
it was this thing. It was
8th grade was so hilarious and just
for so many different ways.
So many different ways.
Because our teacher also, I feel like she was the one who perpetuated so much of it, just because it was her last year, so she had that mentality of, what are they gonna do? Fire me? So many times she'd be like, "What's the principal gonna do if she comes in? Fire me? I'm leaving anyway."
There's so much stuff.
Like we'd sneak the chips into our room, and just she would always just be like, "All right, you know what? You guys need some chips. Grab the pretzels. Like grab the bag."
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
There was the really fast kid. It's so funny that we're referring him to it as that. I haven't talked to him in years. But he would sneak, like, genuinely just, like, sneak snacks into his desk.
Oh, yeah.
He had, like, fruit roll-ups, Doritos, and he would just be snacking, like, in the middle of, like, I don't know how he didn't get caught. Or the teacher just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Is there someone outside?
No, I was.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't see the door, so anytime
I was
the
just
guest
seeing
is there-
movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nobody was coming to the door though, so you're good.
But that did happen, though.
yeah,
There was
did.
so much stuff that just, like, I feel like there were so many crazy stories
Especially that last year we were there.
last year. What was some of the stuff? Didn't she, like, just, like, she would just, like, yell at us for stuff, I feel
Yeah.
like. But we deserved it, probably.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it came to chemistry, because nobody could remember anything.
Listen, I'm not saying the chemistry is easy, because it's not.
Listen, I am a chemistry major.
He's a chemistry
and
major.
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
This, however, was about as easy as it could possibly have been. It was a little advanced. Like, to be fair, like, you know, like we went to a good, like, it was a good school. Like, the education was good. Like, we had advanced stuff for our age.
Mm-hmm.
And it was half a year of biology and half a year of chemistry. But, and I understand that we picked it up quick. Like, I had no
Yeah.
problems ever with anything in that
I
class.
never
Like,
really did either.
no problems. And for the most part, I think some people picked up on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming those people, like, they just didn't get it. But that teacher would get so mad at us.
I should just be like,
So mad at us. But to be fair, it was like some of it was really easy, I think.
it was
to, like,
literally
pick
like,
up on.
yeah, it was just like adding.
Yeah, it was like the number of, like,
The
it was
atomic
like
number plus
atomic
the number
number,
of like extra
valence electrons.
valence
and
electrons,
stuff,
like
and it's
to find the ionic mass or whatever. And it's just adding.
And that sounds complicated, but they were all on worksheets, and it
Yeah.
was just
Adding.
addition and subtraction. It was just very basic,
Yeah.
easy stuff. And I remember at one point we both just put our heads on our desks. Like we
were just like-
we both just leaned
Just
forward and
like,
went
oh
like
my
this.
gosh.
And I remember at one point, I think, listen, I didn't fall asleep really ever in class in grade school. There were a couple of days where it would just be 90 degrees in the classroom, and I'd be doing the physics nod a little bit. But I didn't,
Oh,
like,
the physics nod.
I didn't like fall asleep. In high school, a couple times I did, but again, it was just for the hot in the classroom. You might be able to confirm this, but I think we, like, fell asleep in that class.
I don't know if I did, but I feel like you
I
kind of
was-
did a little bit. I feel like you kind of did.
Because I had the worksheet done. I was done. Like,
Yeah.
it was just helping. So I just fell asleep. But at one point, there were so many times we would just look at each other and
We'd just be like, dude.
it's like, ugh, these people. Which, like, in hindsight, like, might have been a little fucked up. Like, it's chemistry. We were 14, but, like, still.
wild.
We were just like, we would just look back at each other and, like, roll our eyes, shake our heads, put our heads on our desk. Like, we just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was such a fever dream. That last year was crazy.
For
we
real.
had that pre-engineering class that we were in
Oh,
with that guy. He was something else too. There were so many characters at that,
In that
school.
school.
Yeah, and, like, band was so fun. And, you know, the other band director, he, like, seriously, R.I.P. He was Mr. T, man. He was the best. And he had a heart attack, and we lost him. I think when we were in
5th grade, 6th grade.
6th grade, because then the next band director, I'm getting a. It's my mom.
Oh, no.
On the show. Hi, Ma. What's up? Well, we're on the podcast right now. We're recording a podcast right now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll text you when we're done. All right. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I mean, there could be worse interruptions.
Of course.
Absolutely.
But my own mom doesn't even know that I'm live on air right now, just calling me about whatever. Anyway, I gotta call her back when we're done recording.
Yeah.
But no, but seriously, what was I just saying?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, no, but we lost our band director, and that was
yeah.
honestly that was really sad. He was the man. He really cared about the school and, like, the students, and he was a really good teacher, and that was sad. But the guy that stood out to replace him was also really cool.
He was awesome.
He was cool. And I think, and we don't know where he went. He disappeared. And I think one time we like looked for him on Instagram or something. And like we might have found his account, but we didn't know. But he was really cool too, man. He was cool. And band was a lot of fun. And I kept that up for a while. You know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we told this story in chronological order? Can you literally imagine it at all?
This would be like a very long episode.
It'd be long. What I'm saying, even if we just took the stories we've already told
and put them in. I don't know if it would still make sense though, because every story we've told for the most part has just been like random stuff.
Random stuff, yeah.
So that's why it works as just like
I guess
bits and pieces.
I couldn't pinpoint whenever any of this stuff actually happened.
I don't
know if I could.
Maybe
we could.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. What a time.
What a time to be alive.
What a time. as our friend of the show, Jeremiah Curry would say, it's the best time ever to be alive in human history. It's the best time ever to be alive. Which he's not wrong. He's right, but it's just a funny bit now that we just can't let it die.
We cannot.
Yeah, what was honestly like? I think I went to a couple of St. Joe's basketball games. High school into I went
to see one of the musicals. I think.
Yeah, Did you come to Beauty and the Beast? Freshman
I think I came.
You did
freshman year and sophomore year.
Yeah, and then Newsies got canceled junior year, and then
I saw those two.
Yeah, those were cool. Those were fun shows, and I went to a couple. Did I go to? This is super fucked up. But did I go to any of yours?
I feel it. I know you went to my sophomore year one. I remember you at one of them. I don't know if you went to my freshman year one, but that might have just been because they were happening at the same time.
I think they were. No, or it's that you guys were a week ahead of us, maybe.
So when we were having the show, you were having tech
week, and there was no way I could have gone.
And that's understandable.
That is how it was.
That's understandable.
You were able to go to mine because you guys were just done with the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But St. Joe's, Vaughn went to St. Joe's. My brother went to St. Joe's for 2 years, and every teacher mispronounced his name. Every single one.
I mean, I also get that a lot. The amount of times that the main math teacher I had, he called me Brady. Yeah, he'd just be like, Brady, can you answer the next problem?
Was he the one that played in the church band?
No. I don't know.
No?
Oh, wait, no. I know who you're talking about. No, it's not him.
Okay.
No, it's not him.
What class did that guy teach?
History.
Oh, okay, that's right.
World history.
Yeah.
That guy was something else.
We so many people were
so many people were just something.
So many of them were. So many characters. No, but also like Verter. They called him
Verter.
Yeah, which is now his name in my phone. He's in Verter as my phone. Yeah, but so many people just mispronouncing his name.
Yeah.
That's how it was. People spelling, dude, and I hope he's watching this. The esports coach still spells my name wrong.
Oh.
I've been there for 2 years, coach.
You know what? I just remembered another story. It was one of the, at our school when we were there together, one of the like Christmas or spring concerts. And we were like, you had like some kind of trumpet solo or something. It was like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah.
And because it was at my church, and my church is kind of fancy. They've got like projectors instead of like books. And they had it projected up there, and like it said that you were the soloist, and they had your name misspelled. And I just remember after the concert, you were so salty about it. You were just like, I can't believe it. You're like, I'm a 7th grader. I'm an 8th grader. Like
I've been here for so long.
I've been here for so long. They still misspell my name.
I think I used to get salty about that, but now I just don't care. I'm like, whatever.
No,
like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. No, Verter is out of control though. That's out of control. putting an O instead of an E is like, that's fine. That's the normal way to spell it. But yeah. And then in 8th grade, I missed the Christmas concert because
that's right. You went to school.
And
then you came back and you like passed out on because I remember the other trumpet player, like he came and I was like, dude, where's Carson?
Because we lived next door to each other, so we would just always hop in the car together and go.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, where's Carson? He was like, he was not looking good. I'm pretty sure he went home and passed out.
So it gets even better than that. I woke up, I had nightmares that night, and I think it was because I was sweating in bed. I was just so hot. And I didn't think to check my temperature my parents were like, just go to school, you're fine, just go to school. And I went to school and I
Oh.
felt, and everyone told me like, you look like you're dead. Because I don't get sick that often. I really
Yeah.
was like never sick. Like I wasn't really
Yeah,
super
and you're just
sick.
like, it was just like, you
I just looked
look
like death.
dead.
Looked like death. And even our teacher was like, you don't look good. Like not good. I didn't think to take my temperature. What a goober I was. But yeah, and I just felt like shit. And I felt better toward the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I had sort of better. I was like, Mr. So-and-so, like, I just don't feel good. He was like, just go and take a hot shower, see how you feel, whatever. And I went home and just, well, first of all, fell asleep on the bus.
Oh, that's right.
There
That's
were,
what he told me.
I'm not even kidding, three other kids that got off at
And
my
they
stop.
didn't.
And they left me on the bus, passed out on the seat, and I woke up, and the lady was like, oh my God, I didn't know you were there. The bus driver took me back, and I was like, what the fuck, guys? They all left me, like, passed
Yeah.
out, like, they didn't notice, which is, like, kind of fucked up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? That's the kind of shit that happened in, like, 6th grade that,
Yeah.
like, was not fun. And that was 8th grade, though, and it was like, how did no one not remember, like, in 8th grade that I just wasn't
That
there?
is messed up.
But what are you going to do about it, really? And yeah, I missed the concert because I had a fever of like 103.
It was
I was
insane.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very sick. And then, yeah, because I get that sickness like once a year. I get sick
Mhm.
around that time. But yeah, that did happen too. I missed it too. I missed the concert.
It's
But I don't think I
okay.
missed that many concerts. So I think I was really.
That was probably like the only one.
Yeah. And that was a thing. We were in church choir together.
Oh, that's right.
We were in church choir for.
Couple years. Like
Was that mainly in high school?
I think it was like end of middle school, beginning of high school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because like once COVID hit, I didn't really go back.
I think like the year leading up to COVID, you also didn't do it because you had a job.
Yeah.
You worked at Wendy's.
I did. Oh my God. I worked at Wendy's.
Gosh, Wendy's.
I was your dream job. in
Yes,
second-
you were.
In 2nd grade, I was.
You stole it from me.
I really did. I stole your dream job from you. That was also a time. Worked at the old Wendy's on Turenum Bridge Road.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But yeah. That was fun. Now our choir director. Talk about
Oh my
someone who was something else.
Yeah, very much so something
That's-
else.
Everybody we've described so far on
Yeah.
this episode, that guy
They've
was
just been something else.
something else. There were
We've
so
just
many
met so many characters
so
in our
many
life.
characters.
And maybe
Really
it's
have.
because we're characters ourselves. I mean,
Might be. But seriously, she was something else.
like if
In all
you,
honesty, she was a very nice lady.
she is a very nice lady.
very
but
nice lady. She's very religious, but she was a very
yes.
nice lady.
Yeah, and
she-
like if you even still to this day, if you have to like, if it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come to practice because I have like a family obligation, she'll be like, well, why don't you just pray about it? And like, I won't be mad if you don't come, but please pray about it. It's
she
stuff
was
like that.
She was the master of Catholic guilt.
Yes.
Master of it. No one's better than her at that. And also, she played the shit out of the organ.
Oh.
I think I heard her play a rock. And listen, like, I have a musical ear.
Mhm.
Like, I hear wrong notes.
Yeah.
I don't have perfect pitch or anything, but I can hear if it's sharp or flat. I can hear. I think I maybe heard her play like 2 wrong notes
Your entire
ever
time.
in the entire time
Yeah.
that I knew her. Twice.
Hardly messes up.
I never saw her during one concert. She lost her spot on the music, but it was only for like a maybe 10 seconds, and she found it again.
Yeah.
Incredible organ player.
Oh yeah.
But that was something else, and that was fun. That church was cool. We played our trumpets sometimes for that, and there was a band that would have like a drummer, which I actually knew the drummer. The drummer actually was at Taekwondo with me. I knew that
Oh,
guy.
really?
Yeah, I knew him. Actually, yeah, one of them was, and then, yeah, and that was also a thing we did, and I had a good time with that. That was fun. But then my family stopped going to church as consistently at some point. Well, we did like early on, like didn't go to church as much, and then we started going again whenever I started being in the choir.
Yeah, into choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my parents didn't really. As they got older, they weren't really into it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like and Vonen's not like Vonen isn't at all, and I kind of like went like back and forth on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say that I'm a church going person now, but I'm like not an atheist or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I think Vonen's like full atheist. It's like, hey,
Hey.
Nothing wrong with that. Whatever you want to
Yeah.
do. But yeah. I don't think I would ever go back to doing that. Mainly just because I'm not around anymore.
Yeah.
Like not until I'm.
I mean,
done with
honestly,
school.
like I'm still like a cantor at my church, but like
Okay.
I cantor probably like 3 or 4 times a year.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah.
so many times like I get scheduled and it's like I have school. Like you
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
scheduled me the weekend before finals week.
Yeah,
I think
you
that
can't be
happened
doing
once.
that.
Like my freshman year, I got scheduled the weekend to sing the weekend before
Yeah.
finals week.
You can't be doing that.
I was like, no.
Not right before finals. You can't do it before finals. It's
No.
too much. It's way too much. Yeah. So what's the you think you're gonna? I don't know if we ever talked about this, but like, you think you're staying in the area after school?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I just got so much around here that
Yeah.
I just want to stay in the
Yeah.
area for. I mean, honestly, like I've always said this, unless there's like the absolute perfect opportunity that's somewhere else, that'd probably be the only reason that I would
Yeah.
leave. But like I have so many so much family, like my girlfriend, her family,
Yep.
all my friends. Like I want to still stay connected with like high
Yeah.
school, colleges, everything like that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's good because I'm not going anywhere either.
Well,
I'm sticking.
You gotta stick around.
And Vondon, I think Vondon has talked about wanting to move back and stick around as well
Mhm.
with his girlfriend. Once they're done with school, once he's done, he's done next year. I think he's done.
Yeah.
That was another thing. Your family was like I knew, and I haven't seen a lot of your family in a while. But like I knew your
Again-
grandparents.
Oh,
I
yeah.
knew your family friend who was an aunt.
Yeah,
I
we
knew
still call
her.
her like Aunt.
Yeah, yeah, and that was because you have 4th of July parties.
Oh,
every
our
year.
4th of July parties were rocking. I
Dude,
mean,
they were rocking.
again, once COVID hit, we just
Didn't
haven't
really-
really done
didn't
that
really.
caliber. But like my grandparents, they would always host it in their backyard. Like the really cool thing was my grandparents lived on one street. So like I live in a super small town, and here's how small. Like my family, my grandparents, my great aunt and uncle, my family friend who's like related,
Yeah.
and my great grandparents. All of us in the same town.
In the same, like almost a stone throw.
For some of them, so like my grandparents lived on one street,
Yeah.
and like if you crossed through the backyard of my grandparents, you would literally go from my grandparents' backyard to my great grandparents' backyard.
Yeah.
Like my great grandparents lived right behind them,
Yep.
and then my great aunt and uncle lived right next to my great grandparents.
Yep.
So like all 3 of those people right there.
And that was
still
like
it's a 5-minute walk to my grandparents' house.
Yep. And that was the spot.
Yeah,
for the
because
4th
they
of
would
July
always
parties.
host the 4th of July parties, and like
Yep.
so it'd be like my family, your family would come out.
Mm-hmm.
One year, like my cousins who live like in the South now, they came out the one year.
That's the one
Another
who put the
family,
Dorito
yeah, the
in the
Dorito
damn
Dorito boy,
microwave.
yes. But they came out one time. Like other family friends have come out in the past, and then like my great aunt and uncle, they have 4 kids. One of their kids has kids, so
Yep.
like all of them, they'd all come out too. Like all kinds of people. It'd be like 25 people every year,
Yeah.
like easily,
Those were so fun.
and they were always so much fun.
We got a host now that the backyard has been at my parents' house. The backyard's been renovated.
Oh, yeah.
and fixed up. We should do because we haven't done that ever since COVID. We haven't done it
Yeah,
anymore. We haven't.
At least not something that caliber.
No, but we should.
We definitely
We should start doing that again. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't around for 4th of July because I was about to be going to Gettysburg.
Yeah.
But like seriously, and even like for New Year's, like, and we weren't around for New Year's this year
Yeah.
either. But
we got,
should,
yeah, we'll have to have something.
we should do that again. We should definitely start getting the parties back going because they're a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Our families have always been close ever since we became friends, and that'd be a cool thing to start up again
Absolutely.
for sure. What else, dude? I just remember, like, and the one year my brother got an allergic reaction from the fireworks.
My grandparents still tell that tale every
Really?
year. Yeah, because every 4th of July, like if they're talking to someone, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that one time that we almost like killed Vondon," because Vondon had like real bad asthma.
Still
And
does.
he got like an
Still
asthma
does.
attack because of the like
The smoke.
homemade fireworks that we set off in the backyard.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
smoke. And then we had to go to the hospital. It was the whole thing. And then it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't happened in a while. Thank God. Hasn't happened in a while. But yeah, he doesn't really go near fireworks ever since that.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, doesn't really do that much anymore. But yeah. And now we're just old. Now we just got old. Dude, when I had that little 4th of July party for my family, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
My one cousin brought his 2 kids over, and they just couldn't stand how old I was. They're like, this guy's so fucking old
He's
and
so
boring.
old.
So old
Boring.
and boring. Just seriously, and that's all they said. They were just like, why are you so old and boring? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, come play Legos with us. And I was like, I had my friends over, so I was like,
Yeah.
I can't abandon my friends at my parents' house. Let's go, you know what I mean? But still, it was like, they were like, why are you so old and boring? Like, come play Pokemon with us. And of course, Vondon wasn't there to like distract him or to like be the entertainment. Felt kind of bad about that, but yeah, man. 13 years later, we just got old and boring, I guess.
Old and boring.
And now you're just going to school for biochemistry.
Chemical engineer.
Chemical engineering.
You were close. You were close.
Oh, fuck. No, but I thought it was a biology degree and then a chemistry degree.
A chemistry degree and then an engineering degree.
Oh. Whoopsie. That's fucked up. Also, wait.
Fine.
You know, this is the funniest. I think this might be the funniest part about our relationship as friends. If I go in my phone, I can find you in maybe 4 pictures.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably have
4.
less than 4
I
pictures.
think I could maybe find 4.
We're just not picture
We don't
people.
take pictures
No, we
together.
just don't take pictures.
When I was a kid, I didn't know how to take a nice picture. I still haven't really fully figured. I'm navigating towards taking a nice picture. I
Yeah.
haven't really fully figured it out. But that's the funniest part is
like we just don't ever have pictures.
no
together.
pictures. We've hung out hundreds of times. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure we hung out every weekend or almost every weekend for years. Like at least 100 times we've hung
Yeah.
out. 4 pictures, maybe. Maybe 10 pictures collectively over the last 13 years. 10 pictures.
It's crazy. Like that's just
like every 4th of July party. You used to Halloween party.
oh my gosh.
Halloween
parties
were fire.
My
Those were
family
the
just
best.
loved
Your
throwing
family
parties.
just loved having people over to
I mean, my
entertain.
family still does, but like
course,
just
yeah.
not to the scale that we used to.
Yeah, they always loved having people over. Just always having people over for parties. It was great. And we definitely, I mean, I don't know about Halloween party. We're 20 years old. We can't really do it anymore unless we, you know what I mean? We can't do that anymore. But those were the most fun. And I went to the Halloween party every year. Grad parties, birthday parties, Halloween parties. I mean, like all of it. No pictures.
No pictures.
No documentation of any of it.
Like
None.
people could be like, you need to show me evidence that you are actually friends, and we'd just be like, nope. Nope.
We would have none. We would have no evidence of us being friends.
We'd just be like, all right, I guess this is
We
it.
would have like maybe some things we got each other as like birthday presents or whatever when we were younger, or like for. I mean, I'm sure our parents maybe have more photos.
Maybe.
But, like, I don't even know about that. I don't remember us posing for pictures.
Yeah.
If somebody needed evidence,
We'd be shit out of luck.
we'd be shit out of luck. We would have no evidence. No
It's
evidence.
wild.
Which is why, like, I don't know, recently, and like my Instagram has been more active over like the last like year or
Yeah.
so, and it's mainly just because I don't take pictures with anybody, and it's like I need to start doing that more because when I get older, I want to be able to look back on that stuff. So I've been trying to like when I went to Gettysburg, I tried to get pictures and stuff when I was there, but that's maybe the funniest part.
See, I started becoming more of a people person once it was a comparative thing because like
Yep.
I met my girlfriend
Yeah.
and like I looked at how many pictures she had on her phone and I was like, holy, I need to take more pictures.
Yeah, of just something. Not even anything relevant. Just
Yeah, because like I'd be
more
over here on my phone. I was like, yeah, I have 200 pictures from the past like 6-7
That's
years,
and
then
clear
she was like, I have like 3,000 from the
Yeah.
past 2 years. I'm like,
well,
I need to take more pictures.
every couple of months I'll clear out like screenshots of just like random
Yeah,
shit.
you
It's
need
like,
to do
I
that.
keep the meaningful ones of like whenever we went to that disc golf pro tour event my freshman year in Mass. Like that's cool. Like I have those pictures, but even then, didn't get that many when
Yeah.
I was there. Just didn't get that many. I guess it's something like I feel like I'm missing the moment if I stop it to take a picture. You know what I mean?
For some things, I think I do completely.
I think that's
understand
been my mentality. Is like at
Yeah.
Gettysburg, whenever I was at the conference events, I was like, I don't want Like, I don't want to miss this
Something
moment
because
for
you're taking a picture.
Like, I don't want to miss that, but at the same time, there's got to be a balance because I've got like how many pictures do I even have? I bet I have like I bet it's under 400. I bet you it's less than 400 pictures.
I definitely have more, but
And let me see how many I can find of us.
oh,
There might okay. I have 1,065 recent pictures. That seems like a lot.
it's more than me. I only have 616.
Oh! I go to the very beginning of my feed, and I have videos of us disc golfing together at Deer Lakes. How
Oh.
many years ago? 3 years ago. It was in 2020. We went to Deer Lakes to play disc golf. Okay.
Wait, was that the time with Father Dale?
No, we went to North Boundary in Cranberry for that one because we got Chick-fil-A afterwards.
I remember that.
Of course, I didn't know what that course was like, and I picked that to be the first course that Dale played. And it's like, dude, we should have taken him to
Yeah.
Penn Ken. We didn't know about Crooked Creek at the time. All right, let's see. I know this isn't good for the viewing experience either, but I'm just gonna see how many I have. No, because then I deleted a lot of them from older times, and then it's like, dude, I think I have one video with you in it.
Wow.
I swear
That
to
is
God.
wild.
I think it's one.
I'm trying to see if I even have like any.
This is the funniest. This is so funny.
Need to like scroll through.
Sorry, there's dead silence for the viewer here. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
texting
okay,
my
it's okay,
mom again.
okay.
Listen, folks,
your mom.
this is why we didn't start a podcast.
I found
at any
one.
Point in
I found
time.
one.
From when?
The cheese party. Yes.
Story time. This is listen. We're fully aware that this might be one of the stupidest stories that could be told.
Probably. I think it definitely is,
up
but
there
it
for the
was
dumbest.
just so much fun.
Okay. On Mario Kart, which is still one of my favorite. That might be my.
It's like
favorite
a timeless game. It's just like a timeless game.
It's one of my favorite games of all time. I still play it to this day. Play it all the time.
Anyways,
There is a race on Mario Kart that is, by all available metrics, the dumbest Mario Kart race out there. There's nothing special about it, nothing interactive.
Not
It's just
really.
a track. Like usually Mario Kart's like, oh, there's like a boosters or there's jumps or there's obstacles. It's like
there's none of that.
this is just, and it's called
Cheese Land.
and it's just. I personally think it takes place on the moon because the moon's made of cheese.
Absolutely.
And no one has, and here's what I'll say, no one has been able to refute that yet.
Nobody.
No one has proved me wrong. So as far as I'm concerned, Cheeseland takes place on the moon. However, it's just a dumb race, and like we just for some reason it just became sort of an inside joke that we would just click because you could pick whatever race you wanted, or you could
do random.
Right. So we
made this
jokingly
joke.
said, let's just roll the dice for Cheeseland. And it was, you had to go. It was the last race we were going to play. We had tried the whole time. I don't remember for how long, but it had been a lot of attempts to get Cheeseland.
And we made this deal. We were like, all right, here's what's going to happen.
This is the last race.
This is the last race. If it is Cheeseland, we're going to have a cheese party.
A cheese party, naturally. And we got Cheeseland as
miraculously.
The random race on the last attempt. We got Cheeseland, so then we had a cheese party.
Yeah.
And I remember
You
there
made
was
mac
just
and cheese. We
did
had
make mac and
pizza.
cheese,
We had like
yeah.
mozzarella sticks.
That sounds delightful, honestly. Are you hungry?
I am.
I'm really hungry at this particular moment
Yeah.
in time. And very much wanting a cheese party again. But yeah, we have no pictures. Like if someone, again, if we'd be shit out of luck, if anyone asked us for evidence of our friendship, we'd be
none.
like,
all right,
we just have none evidence.
We're not friends.
None evidence of us being friends
None
for
friends.
13 years. And I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I guess it's just how it is. We got to take more. We'll take a picture here. I don't know how we're actually going to make that happen for the thumbnail. I actually think the thumbnail should just be this. This is a little bit of. We have no producer, Gavin. I can only do so much when he's not here. He's the guy that, listen, this is just quickly a producer Gavin appreciation moment. He does all the editing, all the thumbnails, everything. He takes the pictures. He organizes all of this. I just sit down and I just talk shit with the guests. I schedule it, but I just talk shit with the guests after that. He runs all the back end. He's not here, so I'll have to like scramble to figure all this out. What are we gonna do? But at any rate, yeah, that's crazy.
That is wild.
What a time. Yeah. Do you have anything else? Are there any other pictures? You know what we should do? Next time you're on, we should like do a time capsule thing where we just like find old things from our childhood.
We should try to do that.
And try to do that. That'd be fun. I saw a podcast. They did that, and it was kind of fun. Yeah, but we should try to see if we have anything from back then.
We definitely should.
We probably have something. I don't know if my mom saved any of my stuff from grade school, or any of the stuff. We have no pictures. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
At least we can say we have no pictures.
Yeah.
We have no pictures.
None
but
pictures.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get together sometime with maybe some of the 2 grade school friends that we still talk to. It's pretty much just those 2.
Yeah. Honestly, like
the
thinking
cool
back,
ones.
grade school, that's it. I genuinely do not
Have
contact any of the other ones.
Yeah, and high school, it's just
High school, like a couple more than that.
I don't talk
but
to anyone from high school.
Still,
Yeah.
like not really a whole lot of
Nope.
people anymore.
What's your roommate who you went to high school with?
Yeah.
And then
I mean, kind of hard to not talk to
Right.
him. Yeah.
right. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But dang. Wow. I'm really hungry actually.
Yeah.
And if we're going to go get food, we have to like order it and wait and like all of this. So
Waiting.
perhaps we should wrap this up.
We might have to.
Sir, I love you, buddy. You're the man.
It's been an honor.
You're the man. It's
been
been
an honor.
fun. You finally on the show. We made it happen.
After so long.
After 9 months, it happened.
And I've brought my propaganda with me.
You have. And next time I expect full Chick-fil-A drip
Absolutely.
on the show.
Absolutely.
Deal with it, point pranksters. That's just what it's going to be. Right. That's it. We're signing off.
All right.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Peace.